Slowly, the noise began to fade away, and my eyes slid shut. The haze of sleep was eager to claim me once more, and I was more than happy to comply, when an unearthly roar filled my room, terrifying me wide awake. I leapt out of my once cozy bed and whipped my head around to face the window, my chest heaving. The sound could only be described as a jackhammer, but what the hell would anyone need that kind of machinery for first thing in the morning? Ugh. I stomped my foot on the cold floor, dragging myself out of the bedroom. My fingers ran through my disheveled hair, pulling out the knots they found, as I headed down the short hall to find out what exactly was causing me to lose sleep. I stopped in my tracks and grimaced at the grandfather clock in the corner of my living room. Damn, that couldn't be right. It read 8:15. My internal alarm had always woken me first thing every morning at 7 sharp for my run. Annoyed, I brushed my hands over my sleepy eyes and sighed before continuing to the kitchen at the back of my house. With a silent but wide yawn, I trudged to the window and pulled open the dull green kitchen curtain decorated with faded embroidered flowers that I'd been meaning to replace. My gaze landed instantly on a young woman standing near the pool in the Miller's backyard. Her long, light brown hair lay stick-straight down her back. A trim body in tiny white shorts and a low-cut pink tank top told me everything I needed to know. Damn it, some people had all the luck. She had to belong to the beautiful mystery man I'd spent my night dreaming about. No wonder I'd overslept. My internal alarm had to be too busy enjoying the free show the nameless man put on for me last night. It had been months since I'd experienced any sexual dreams due to the lack of stimulating men in my town, and this was by far the most memorable. I sighed, wondering if someone had stolen my luck away. Perhaps I was suffering the consequence of a past life, doomed to watch everyone around me fall in love and live happily ever after while I baked birthday cakes for their kids. Alone. Whoever this girl was, she must have been amazing in her past lives, because she had too much going for her. Even the estate she was now living in would fall under the category of dream house for half the country. She appeared to be barking out orders, one hand on her hip, the other pointing to different areas around the yard. I found her surprisingly irritating. It wasn't like me to be jealous, especially over a guy I'd not even officially met. But it wasn't just about him. I could never say it aloud, but a small piece of me envied her, even with only one glance. Gorgeous husband, adorable son, and a beautiful home. It was all I'd ever dreamed of. I dropped the curtains and muttered, "Well, that's that." It was official. Mystery Man was off the market. There was no reason to waste any more time fantasizing about him finding me sunbathing in the backyard, wearing the tiny bikini Hillary had talked me into buying the previous summer. It wouldn't end with Mr. Hotness flirting and enticing me to join him for a dip in his pool. Not only was he taken, but from the looks of it, the pool was being destroyed. Just my luck. Within the hour, I found myself falling back into my morning routine of jogging in peace. Hillary would never accompany me again. That I was certain of. In all the years I'd known her, I'd never seen her so exhausted. She worked out at the gym in the evening, which was the complete opposite of myself. When I rounded the first corner, all thoughts of the Miller's pool and the flawless new neighbors had cleared from my mind. Everything was perfect. A dark cluster of clouds overhead shielded the morning sun, but I was grateful for the coolness it brought. The fresh smell of dew and the morning air filled my nostrils with every soothing breath. Music blared in my ear, singing Adele on repeat. A smile crept over my lips as I approached my usual turnaround point, the small road sign indicating, "You are now entering city limits." My feet sprinted forward, quickening my pace. As I crossed the road to go back up the way I'd come, my entire body drained of all the serenity I'd felt moments earlier. I continued jogging, but my steps grew slower and heavier as my eyes locked with his. There he was, my new neighbor. The Greek god who'd filled my night with visions of endless passion was jogging, wearing nothing but a pair of dark gray shorts that screamed designer and a devilish smirk. My gaze fell on his sculpted abs and trailed down the perfect V that disappeared into his shorts. Shaking my head to pull myself from my hypnotic state, I plastered the friendliest smile I could